So the Super Round of Super Rugby Pacific is nearly here. The Fijian Drua taking on MOANA Pasifika in a Pacific Island derby. Should be an entertaining game, and in this video, I'll be letting you know exactly who is in the starting lineups and reserves for these two sides as they head towards their round 2 fixture. But we will start with the considered home side in this game, being MOANA Pasifika. Their starting lineup is going to be as follows: number 1, Abraham Poli; number 2, Sama Malolo; and number 3, Sione Mafaleo. So of course both of these sides will want to be strong up front. Scrums are something that were interesting last week for the Fijian Drua. Normally they are pretty dominant, but in last week's game for the Fijian Drua up against the Blues, they were often going backwards. MOANA Pasifika versus the Highlanders last week, that was relatively even. So I'm curious to see who gets the better of the scrums here. In the number 4 jersey, it will be Tom Savage, with number 5 being Alan Craig. At number 6, it is Jacob Norris, a man who came off the bench in the last week's game, managed to get himself a try, so I'm looking forward to seeing him starting in this contest instead. Number 7, Sione Havili Talatui, and then number 8, Lotu Inisi close out MOANA Pasifika's starting 4-pack. In the backline, it is Iritare Inri at number 9. Number 10, they have gone with William Havili. Viliame Fine out on the left wing. Julian Savia once again at number 12. I felt he was very strong throughout that game up against the Highlanders. At number 13, it is Henry Taifu. Number 14, Nigel Wong. Another player for MOANA Pasifika was able to score a try. And then number 15 to close out the starting lineup for MOANA Pasifika, it is Danny Tuala. Looking through at the reserves, number 16, Sam Molly. Number 17, Satiki Latu. And then number 18, Sakopi Kepu. A huge amount of experience for that man. Looking forward to seeing him going head-to-head with the Drua. Number 19, it is Ola Tawalangi. Number 20, Eri Papuni. Number 21, Asia Halo. Number 22, Christian Leliofano. Huge amount of experience for that man too. And number 23, Kyron Tumafalau, a player who did very well for Tonga in the most recent Rugby World Cup. And I hope he will be able to do just that here for MOANA Pasifika. Looking through at Fijian Drua's starting lineup, number 1, it is Levi Natave. Number 2, Taveta Ikanaveri. And number 3, Masaki Donge. So no changes from what they did have in the last game up against the Blues. Number 4, it is Masaki Vothi. So they have decided to make that change. And then at number 5, Isoa Nasilasila. Number 6, Tony Awanga. Number 7, Ilya Thonakaivata. And number 8, Meri Derialangi, who I don't think was impactful enough throughout that first game of the season for the Drua. Hoping he really steps up in this contest. Number 9, they are starting Frank Lamani. With number 10, Ben Isaiah Armstrong Ravula. He did have his debut last week. Looked decent out there on the field. I hope he does continue going well this season. Number 11, Celestino Ravatamanda. In the midfield, it will be Apisalomi Vota at 12 and Osifu Masi at number 13. Number 14, Apeli Momo. And number 15 to close out the side, Isikeli Rabitu. So the only change that they have made in their whole starting side is actually Vothi coming in as the number 4. In the reserves, it will be Mizolami Tolokoto, Hiariti Hitit, and Hone Kuroi Duadua. Tia Ehuari Threkanavita at number 19 for his first appearance of the Super Rugby Pacific season. Believe Miramira as the number 20. Simeone Kuravuli at number 21. Number 22, Kimu Valentini. So we saw a decent amount of impact from him when he came off the bench in the last game for the Drua. Unfortunately, they were just chasing that game too much. The Blues were too strong early, and it led to them always being behind. And number 23, Junior Ratuva, the last man off the bench for the Fijian Drua, to close out what is a physical 23-man side. Same can be said about MOANA Pasifika. This one is going to be an awesome game, but it is going to be happening on Saturday. We are going to be doing the live commentary on the channel, so if you are new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It is at 7 p.m. New Zealand time, so be sure to check that out. But thank you all very much for tuning in. Do let me know what you think of the lineups in the comments down below, and I will see you all for the next one.